I worked in the struggle and I had to cook soup. I didn't cook the soup in the house. I cooked the soup in the garage. And it was not these pots that you get here. It was that big pots. I think about 150, over 150 people. And I had to cook that soup for Parkwood residents. People was very poor. They didn't work, they had nothing to eat. They was just waiting for us to come. And Sally Cornelius, I don't know if he's still alive, he was my driver. He used to pick me up with those 2 big pots. And my husband used to help me clean the greens. And Mr. Jeffer, Julia's father, he was the one that stood by me. He always comes and says, Mrs. Manuel, what are you going to do today? Then I tell him to say, Mrs. Manuel, no, don't put all that in the soup. I will get something else. And I get bread for us and all. Then he goes to Rondebosch to the bakeries and he get bread there. And then goes all down to the mosque there in Parkwood. And then the people come. They queue for the soup. It's not a small queue, it's a queue to outside. Then I told them they mustn't touch my pot. They mustn't look in my pot. I do the cooking and I do the dishing. Then the struggle was so that the time Dala Omar was still alive. And they had a rally there in a mass center in Athlone, Gatesville. And Judy asked me to run the stall for her. So I said, okay, I'll run the stall. And she said to me, there's going to be 12 people in that stall. That stall is even running. And I must see that people get something to eat, because they're working hard. Because every time that people come to ask me, they can't sell it. I said, all right, put the stuff on sale. Just take it, make it less, let it go. But the cops was also troublesome there, but they didn't come in there. And Abdullah Omar he went on with his lecture. You know Abdullah? Yeah. So ek het groot kansen gevat because I also could have been picked up anytime, And when we had a struggle, Mrs. Jensen and Mrs. Naidu, they had this pamphlets there, not the pamphlets, but the standards, like the boards is standing outside in the main road in Wynberg. And they picked them up. And they put them in the van and they took them to the court there in Wynberg and they took them straight to the cells. And Mrs. Jensen said, Mrs. Manuel, oh, we walk, it's all underground, we walk. She said, when are we going to be? Till they come to the cell, they lock them up. And the day with Ashley, we had to go to the funeral.
What Ashley was this?
Ashley Kriel. Don't you know Ashley? All right, we went to the funeral and Judy said she will give a car. And I said to my husband, he must go with, and he'd go with. Only me and my husband went. We left Sadiq all at home. But Sarah, the eldest one, only saw him when they shoot the gas. And I saw him running. He didn't even know I was there in Pontiel. And you know what? Where the double barrels, the soldiers were standing with double barrels from Athlone stage, Athlone, no? Athlone, what do they call it? Not Athlone station, from the stadium, right down into Pontiel. It was a
long distance.
They were standing there with double barrels. And we did nothing but they're standing there. They know it was the funeral of Ashley Kriel. And when we went to the church, it was beautiful. It was nice to hear what they talk about the struggle and all that. And not a lot, but here Desmond Tutu came in. And he made a speech. And after Desmond Tutu was finished, they carried the hearse outside. They carried the coffin outside to the hearse. And when they carried put the coffin in the hearse, I'm telling you, they shoot. Ooh, it was all this young boeremen. To skiet hulle die teergas. Oh God. We run into the, we don't know, we run into the church, a small room. They shoot in there too. We run all over. My son, other son, the youngest one, he ran into, the tent was empty and the bus came. The people has got to get in the buses quick. Because Hassan Solomon's, I think, was also there. They must come quick, because get into the bus. And when we, ons kan nie haal in die bus nie. We was too late to get into the bus. And the bus went to the cemetery there. But not very far. And we had to go to, we passed there, but we can't go near to the cemetery. Because the Caspers was all standing outside. And the gates was locked. And the bus went in. They were lucky. And Sheikh Nazim, one of the Sheikh, he was there already at the graveyard. And then I said to Sally, what are we going to do? It's no use, we're just going to stand here, there's nothing. And then we saw the helicopter, because the helicopter was coming down, and I said to Sally, look at there. He looked for a spot, and they saw her. And they came down, and they took her. One of the police women took her up into the helicopter, and there they went. So she was detained.
Did you actually see that happening?
Yeah, I was sitting in the car, I saw it. We was not a distance, we was near to the graveyard. And they said to Sally, no, you're standing here. Han man, kos han. Because Julie's father and mother, they were all there. They all came late. They all came when they'd already, all the people was out for them. So I said, Miss, no, you're standing here, we go. And I was, with the tear gas, I'm telling you, I was red in my face, coughing. It's bad what they did to the people, man. And the way they killed Ashley Kriel.
How did that day end? Did you get home safely?
Yeah, we came by car. Then we went into Parkwood, and they come and they ask us to give the pamphlets out. And when we were starting to give the pamphlets out, it's in the morning, and then we got somebody alerted us, the police is around. But they picked one guy up. He was also a European guy that he embraced Islam, and they took him in with his pamphlets. But not long, it didn't keep him long there.
And what were the pamphlets about?
The pamphlets was from the struggle. I didn't keep one because we were afraid to keep this in the house.
And how did you feel about being involved? And you had a family at home, and you also had children that were involved in the struggle.
I just, not one of them was picked up. They chased the children here from the school, they ran, but none of them was picked up. I had two boys. I can thank Allah they wasn't picked up.